Hi, I'm Allie, and I'd like to share with you a very special story to me. I wrote it because I am with the most perfect guy for me, and we met 3 years ago, so it was just magical when we finally got to actually date. So this story is called Co-op, and it's not finished yet, but it's mostly there, and it's a short story, and I'll read it to you right now. This is the story of a girl named Ayala and a boy named Jaden. Ayala loved to play Halo 2, and Jaden loved all games equally. He never understood her fascination with Halo 2, and she never could figure out his love for the rest of the games. When Ayala and Jaden were both legal adults, Jaden asked her to marry him, and, of course, she said yes. They were destined to be together, like two video game characters. Fate made their paths cross and weld. It was effortless for them to love one another, never thinking twice about if they had missed any opportunities. On their wedding day, Jaden wore a dark gray tux with a blood-red tie. He looked very dashing, and hardly anyone noticed that embroidered on his jacket pocket was a Triforce. He loved playing Legend of Zelda, and Ayala would watch him for hours on end while he did. Jaden stood on the church stage in front of a crowd of people inside a magnificent room filled with yellow and white roses. A white runway led the path to the stage, and the bridesmaids started coming in accompanied by the groomsmen. The bridesmaids were all dressed in the same silky yellow tea-time dress, the groomsmen in light gray tuxedos. A soft flute tune was played while they walked out, a tune known only as Zelda's Lullaby. Ayala stepped onto the runway, her arm wrapped in her father's. Her dress was long, with a train that stretched far behind her. The neckline was a sweetheart, and the cap sleeves were made of lace. She looked like an angel with her hair tied up in a mythical, wispy manner. Her gloves stretched up past her elbows, topped with lace as well. No one knew that under all of that dress, Ayala's bright blue Converse sneakers were her something old and something blue. She couldn't wear too much of a heel because she didn't want to be taller than her groom, and since she was going to be dancing anyhow, this seemed like the perfect way to go. The crowd stood up and turned to her. Eyes of amazement and joy looked at her from every angle. She felt nervous up until she caught the eyes of Jaden, whose eyes seemed to sparkle now more than ever. How could she be nervous when those perfect soft blue eyes greeted hers with such passion? She couldn't. She was completely lost in a world all her own, no one there but he and she. Every single second that ticked by was more intense than the last. Every beat of her heart made the fire burn so much brighter. She was absolutely and totally in love. Little did she know that in this moment, Jaden's passion was every bit as strong as hers. He had felt this passion since the day they met. He knew that she was the one. And that's all I have for now, but I plan to continue this story, so keep tuned, okay?